Hello, everybody. Hey, people, how are you? Good evening. I hope everyone is right. Guess I'm back. Yes, your girl is back. I'm done eating and I'm satisfied. My stomach is full. Hey, how are you? I hope you're doing great. Good evening. Thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate. Yes, guys, now my stomach is full. I can't even do anything. I'm so lazy this evening after eating fatal. But I thank God that I'm still breathing, and I hope everyone out there is doing great, same as here. You tell me, what did I miss while I was not around? Well, I'm pretty good. My N7. I hope also you're doing great. How about you? How is your hometown and how is everyone around you, your family members, maybe your mom, your sisters, your siblings, maybe your wife, your girlfriend? I hope everyone is doing great. Well, we on this side, we are also doing fine. No complaint. Actually, last month, when the month was about to end, I was actually off because I was home alone for quite some time, but I managed to come back online. But nowadays I'm a bit busy, so I just post my videos and I leave them. We are all good, thank you. That's awesome. That's really great. So in that period while I was offline, I managed to receive good news actually from my family. Yeah. Another family member was added on, so I'm an aunt again. They've added another one. Well, me, I'm still here. Yeah, that's good news. Thank you so much. Some people go. This year, actually, I lost my granddad, but as they always say, God knows the perfect time. Someone might go and then someone else comes in. So my sister gave birth to a son, and I was like, I'm happy for you. But they always ask me, this is a question that they always ask me. But Nora, when will you ever when you're young sisters, they always ask you that, when are we seeing your kid? And they think it's just easy thing that you can just become a mom immediately. Me, I still have other things to do, so I wouldn't say that, oh no, I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it really happens. Sometimes you don't expect things to happen in life, but life goes on. You just have to get used with things and move on. You don't look backwards, but you keep them into your mind and in your heart. Hi, Kevin. How are you? Kevin last time told me to give you my jacket. Okay, moderate. Hey, Kevin. How are you? So, guys, keep on coming. As I was telling you guys, if you weren't here yesterday, I was saying that some people, when they are fasting, they over. I don't know why, but people become so angry. Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say that. But anyway, thank you so much for appreciating. Thank you. Thanks, sis, for the blue. You're welcome, Kevin. I hope you're doing great, my dear Kevin. When sometimes people are fasting, I don't know why some people become so angry, like they have that anger into them. But for me, I think that if you really want to do something from the bottom of your heart, do it. Don't put your anger on others. If you find yourself that you're always a short-tempered person, find a place that you can sit alone and, break your fast. Stay in a room for the whole day. When it's time to break fast, that's when you come out. But don't come out and start yelling at everyone. You're the one who is missing your blessings, guys. You're the one who is missing something. But you find some people insulting others. Let me tell you, me when I'm fasting, you cannot even notice. I'm always happy. And I always make sure that I don't even show people that I'm even fasting. I'm minding my own business. I'm being me, being normal. That's why my mom always says that keep being normal. One day you find out that people are using you. But I always tell my mom, no, I will be normal, but I will not let people use me, because sometimes there's what they call spiritually. You can really feel that someone is up to something. And by knowing that, give people some time being around you. Spend some time with them. Don't judge them immediately. Give people some time, and you will know their agendas when they come to you. You will know exactly what someone is up to, and then you start noticing that, this person, when someone is up to something, they'll just first to be your friend, they'll be friends. So if you find yourself that you're that person that really opens their mouth without even thinking, guys, they will use you limited. Learn to keep some things for yourself. Live with people, but don't be too open to them so that they can know everything about you. When my mom always. So I think someone is trying to mess up with the network, but njakuba omuntu, in Uganda we say njakuba omuntu teke, like I'll punch someone so that they can faint, they won't see even tomorrow. But anyway, Kevin was saying, babe, I have come from India to see Africa. Kevin, I'm really sorry, but right now I'm not in Uganda. I can't see anything, babe. Everything looks dark. What are you trying to say? That in Africa? No. If you're talking about the network, yeah, my network is a bit off and on, but if you're really referring to people in Africa, not everyone is dark, my dear sister, my dear brother. Most especially me, from where I come from, we have a lot of outcasts. So we have Eritreans, we have Ethiopians, we have Somalis, because it's East Africa. Our country hosts a lot of refugees from South Sudan, from Eritrea, from Ethiopia, so from Congo. So we have a lot of people, but most of Ugandans, they are not dark skinned. So I'm really sorry to give you that information. Most of Ugandans, they are not dark skinned, they are light skinned. People who are dark skinned in Uganda, they are from northerner, because northerners, they are near with the South Sudan, so they are mixed. And from that side, the sun is too hot. So we people who live from east and the central and westerners, the weather is a bit cool, it's cozy, it's cold, it's not cold. So we're in that kind of weather where your skin can chill, and you keep maintaining your own skin, but no one is too dark, okay? Yeah, we're not dark skinned people. We are dark skinned, but not too dark, the way you say that dark, you can see, So if you're referring to that, don't do that when you're in my country, Uganda. That's why you find some tourists are being beaten up by Ugandans if you say things that you shouldn't be saying. They are friendly, but don't mess up with their color. People love their color there. They love themselves, so they don't let foreigners come and step on them like, oh. But anyway, some will treat you nice. So as I was telling you guys, my mom will always say, sometimes you need to keep things for yourself. She'll say, now look at the other one. And then you realize, say, but mama, sometimes when you're around your parents, you feel a little bit like a child. Me, when I'm around my mom, she treats me like a kid. And sometimes when I say something, she knows me, like I speak what's in my mind. Like I don't know how to keep something. I'm always like too open to her. I'm like, Mom, this is, and then she'll tell me, Nora, not everyone out there will like people who are open. Your mom, and I told you guys that Be honest with how you feel with someone. But not everyone will like the way you guys talk. Because some people, they think we are rude in our way of talking. When someone tells you that, those kids with their mom, they are so rude. But it's not being rude. Me, I find it not being rude. I'm telling you, in Uganda, some people don't want to be told the truth. In Uganda, most of our neighbors, they are the people who you find, like neighbors at home. They are the people, someone who will do wrong and expect you to cheer them up. And they expect, maybe if they have done something wrong to you, they expect you like, you're like, we are neighbors, They want you to tell them exactly in their face that, you know what, hey, you've gone too far. You better stop it. I don't like it, and I want you to pay for it. I want you to pay for it. Okay, let's put that aside. Let me make you laugh, guys. Have you ever been to the hospital with your mom? My neck. But I don't want to kick my phone because it's the only thing I have with me. So there's a time my mom and I, we went to the hospital. So I came back from school. I was just 16 years old, and then I was in the mix. So when I went back home, I told my mom. And then when I sat there, the doctor was like, "Oh, Nora, how are you?" And I was like, "I'm okay, blah, blah, Nora. So so I want to ask you something, Nora. When was I?" So the doctor first took all the samples, my tools, my blood, my saliva. He took everything on me. So some results came out, and some results they were like, you guys have to wait. Yeah. So my mom and I, we have to wait. So while we were waiting, the doctor was like, there is this result that something. But Nora, before I tell you, I want you to tell us the truth. When was the last time you had sex? I looked at my mom, was like, And my mom was like, yeah, be honest, tell us. When was the last time? I looked at my mom, and I looked at this guy, and I was like, you want my mom to slap? What are you trying to insinuate from my mom? So the doctor was like, don't be afraid. These things happen. Let me tell you, there's nothing that makes you panic, even if you're not doing it. But the moment your mom finds out that, hey, someone has chewed you already, it's a problem. I sat there. So the doctor was busy while I was quiet and thinking how I'm going to bring out this story so that my mom wouldn't feel bad. So the doctor was like, sometimes young girls like you sleep with men and men are sick. Maybe they are HIV positive. No one in this world does not. Guys, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. My legs. Well, really, but anyway, so it helps sometime. We youth sometime when we get ourselves involved, let me tell you, not all friends will tell you what to do. But if you go to a doctor's, maybe nowadays in Uganda, in the country where I'm coming from, now since the USAID was closed, and most of like millions of Ugandans were getting the medicine for free. Nowadays, guys, having sex, you have to first go and test. Consider your life before sleeping around. Consider your life, because I don't know how many grams do a man or a girl. We should really consider our life, because where the world is going, we all don't know where it's going, because you have to become your own protector. No one is going to protect you if you don't protect yourself from HIV/AIDS. A lot of people, when you're infected, no one will tell you that you're infected, even your friends. Sometimes you might have your friends, and your friends will be able to tell you. So if you tell your mom, you're going to be embarrassed, what, eh? But if you tell your parents, they can find solution for you. Let me sit down and I just want to make someone understand here. You know, back then when I was just 14 years, our neighbor, she was around 17 years old. And then this girl came at our home for a visit. I didn't know that she was HIV positive, and she came home for a visit. We chat and we talk. We were laughing like any normal people. She wasn't my friend, but I was surprised that day she came at our home to talk to me. So the next day in the morning, I remember me and my mom, we were weeding sweet potato, because back then I was in the village for holidays. And then her aunt was passing on the road, running, crying. And then my mom was like, Auntie so, why are you crying? And then the lady was like, my niece just passed away. Your niece passed away? Yes, my niece was suffering. My niece was HIV positive. We found out when it was too late, when all her body was damaged, her private part or inside the her entire body. You know how HIV is. And when she found out also, she was shocked. But the worst thing is that the time by she found out that she was HIV positive, this girl has already gotten married again to another guy, this young man. So that's why sometimes, we young people should be very, very careful. And there is nothing that the mind that has so negativity is like young mind for the young people. Sometimes someone might know that they are HIV positive, they might not tell you, and then they come to you. You fall in love with them, they are not telling you anything about their situations. And then for you, because you're in a rush to kiss, to have sex with someone, you end up having sex with someone after like a month, maybe a year. Someone has kept quiet. Some people are on ARVs, but they are quiet. They know their situation. And then later on, you've started becoming sick. The symptoms have already started coming out of your body. And then that's when they tell you, I've always wanted to tell you, but I didn't know how to tell you. But I think you should also start taking your own medication. Nowadays, buying the ARVs in Uganda, since the USAID was closed, the company that was funding people with the medication, guys, one bottle, it cost 700 Ugandan shilling, which not everyone in Uganda can afford. Only rich people will be able to afford that medicine now. So if you're poor, go slow on having sex with each and everyone. Before having sex with someone, go and do some blood test. And don't do it at home. Those kits that people buy. Someone might buy something for maybe hepatitis B, maybe for pregnancy test, and then maybe for malaria. Someone tells you like, let's test. No, say no. Go to the hospital, both of you. And the good thing about the hospital, when you go to check both of yourselves, they take your blood when both of you are there, and they bring back your results. Both of you are there. They talk to you guys, and they tell you how the situation is. So guys, be so keen. Not everyone wishes you well, and not everyone understands how you feel. Not everyone knows how you want to live. Some people will be like, oh, I was infected, so I will not die alone. I have to infect someone. Remember this, that HIV/AIDS, it's a virus that the moment you find out that you're sick, it's something that kills you faster. What kills you faster? It's first the depression that you're going to fall into because you always think, how am I going to survive? How am I going? And then you start thinking of the symptoms. Guys, so be keen. Be keen of your girlfriends, your boyfriends, and sugar daddies. Free things are not good. Oh, the free things are not good. Oh. Be patient, work hard for yourself. Don't think that everyone out there is okay. Me, I used to think that white people don't die of AIDS, but when I read the history of most of people who die of AIDS, even some celebrities, I was like, So even them, they catch AIDS. I was like, okay, now you have to be very, very serious. Yes, so very, very serious. My eyes are open. I want to have kids. I want to have a family. So we always have to be very, very careful. If you have one partner, anyway, this also teaches us something, that if you have someone with you, love one person, guys. I don't know what people are looking around. What are you looking around for? Whatever you're looking around in that woman, or you're looking into, what we all have the same V. Mm-hmm. It's just the way of doing it. I know men, when it comes to men, men have different bananas. I won't say the word, but men have different bananas. There are some who have short bananas, they want to have tiny bananas, they want to have 7 inch, they want to have 8 inch. You know, that's the only thing. But even if someone have that 2 inches, find the way how to maintain it. Find the way how both of you to enjoy what you have, instead of looking it outside, guys. I'm telling you, most of people that you see, if they are good looking, you don't know. People who are on ARVs, it's so hard to know that they are HIV positive, I'm telling you. But here is the thing that I was told. Because me, my mom will always take me to the hospital with her to see the doctor. So this doctor will always educate me a little bit about of HIV AIDS. So this guy told me that sometime when a person has taken so long on ARVs, they reach a time when they cannot infect anyone. Someone is HIV positive, but they cannot infect you. But first you have to go to the hospital for the checkup, and then they see that there is something that can be there. Maybe your blood type cannot, there are some blood types that it's not easier for any disease to, but if you if you like okay, we all don't have the same blood type, but all our blood, don't be stupid, all our blood is red in color, and we might be different in color, but the blood is still the same. Blood is red. But the blood, that when they tell you that person is HIV positive, he's a carrier, but he can no longer infect. It doesn't mean that you should go and maybe your blood is weak, and then you get infected. Anyway, it doesn't mean that we should hate people with HIV/AIDS. No, in our family I have people with HIV, and I love them. I've learned a lot from them, and that's why I'm a hardworking person. It doesn't mean that they were not working, but they were deceived by their partners, and they ended up being infected with HIV/AIDS. So that's what also makes me to be so keen, guys. When you have one partner, stick with that partner. Don't go around sleeping with women around. You've left your wife at home, maybe you've gone to travel, you're out there sleeping around with other women, you come back home, you've left your partner home. You know how women we are. We want to welcome you, we want to be happy. My husband is back home, we want to be together. The person who is coming back home has already been infected with AIDS. And you, my poor thing, you end up giving because you're giving your husband. Some people don't like using condoms. I'm being honest. I've heard a lot of people saying that if you're married and then you tell your husband that let's use condom, he'll tell you for what? For what? Don't you trust me? And because they don't want to trust they have with their husbands, someone will just say, you know what, okay, I give up. You can enter and swim as much as you want. So by the time sometimes they find out that they're already sick, and then it really bothers them so much. But the good thing, I would say that some people are being cancelled, and I thank God that living in a family where we have some doctors and some people who counsel those people with HIV/AIDS, I've managed to learn a lot from them, and some of also my family members who are living with that disease are also being counseled, and they have learned to live with their life, and they're happy. They're happy. They managed to forget about who did it to them, but it doesn't mean that they go on doing it with also to others. So be keen to yourself and love yourself. Don't go around, eh? Wekume, wekume. Life is a treasure, I'm telling you guys. Treasure your life. Let me iron clothes. Guys, aren't you gonna say something? See my nyash. Bless you, whether big and small, yo. Bless now, bless you, whether big and small, yo. Campana, campana, campana. Hello, hello. She said to me, stay with me now. Stay walking, stay okay. Kamukube screenshot. Who is there? Who is there? Thank you. Abeyo muri mutya muri kurungi.